Gene therapy. Introduction. Gene therapy is the introduction of genes into exciting cells to prevent or cure a wide range of diseases. It's a technique for correcting defective genes responsible for disease development. The first approved gene therapy experiment occurred on September 14, 1990 in US when Ashanti De Silva was treated for ADA-SCID disease. Types of gene therapy. Here we can see two types of gene therapy. One is somatic cell gene therapy and another one is germline gene therapy. In somatic cell gene therapy, therapeutic genes transfer into the somatic cells. Example, introduction of genes into bone marrow cells, blood cells, skin cells and etc. will not be inherited later generation. At present, all research is directed to correct genetic defects in somatic cells. In germline gene therapy, therapeutic genes transfer into the germ cells. Examples, gene introduced into an egg and sperm. It is heritable and passed on to later generation. For safety, ethical and technical reason, it is not being attempted at present. Approaches in gene therapy. Here we can two types of approaches we followed. One is in vivo gene therapy and another one is ex vivo gene therapy. In vivo gene therapy, direct delivery of genes into the cells of a particular tissues in the body. In ex vivo gene therapy, transfer of genes to a cultured cells and reinserted. Ex vivo gene therapy, isolated cells with genetic defects from a patent, grow the cells in a culture, introduce the therapeutic genes, select genetically corrected cells and grow, transplant the modified cells to the patient. Examples of ex vivo gene therapy. First, gene therapy to correct deficiency of enzyme adenosine deaminase performed on a 4-year-old girl. Ashanti De Silva was suffering from severe combined immunodeficiency it caused due to the defects in the gene coding for ADA. Deoxyadenosine accumulated and destroyed the lymphocytes. It disturbed immunity, suffered from the infectious disease and died at young age. This is a diagrammatic explanation of ex vivo gene therapy. The bacterium carrying plasmid with clonal normal human ADA gene, genetically disabled retrovirus. Cloned ADA gene is incorporated into virus. The retrovirus infected T cells transferred ADA genes to the cell. The cells are grown in culture to ensure ADA genes is active. Genetically altered cells are reimplanted produced ADA. In vivo gene therapy, direct delivery of therapeutic genes into a target cell into patient body. It carried out by viral or non-viral vector system. It can be the only possible option in patients where individual cells cannot be cultured in vitro in sufficient numbers. Example, brain cells. In vivo gene transfer is necessary when cultured cells cannot be reimplanted in patients effectively. Examples of in vivo gene therapy is a therapy for cystic fibrosis. In patient with cystic fibrosis, a protein called cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator. Its absence due to a gene defect. In the absence of cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator, chloride ions concentrated within the cells and it drawn water from the surrounding. This is lead to the accumulation of sticky mucus in respiratory tract and lungs. Treated by in vivo replacement of defective genes by adenovirus vector. This is a diagrammatic explanation of in vivo gene therapy. The normal gene inserted into the harmless virus AVV, normal human gene cloned into bacterium, virus dropped into the lung through a thin tube inserted into the nose, virus enter into the lung cells nucleus, normal genes inserted into the lung cells DNA by virus, cells now with normal genes function normally. In vectors in gene therapy, to transfer the desired genes into a target cell, a carrier is required, such as vehicle of gene delivery or known as vector. Here we can see two main classes. One is viral vector and another one is non-viral vector. In viral vector, first we can see retrovirus vector system. The recombinant retrovirus have the ability to integrate it into the host genome in a stable fashion. It can carry DNA of size less than 3.4 kb. Replication defective viral particles target cells are dividing. And second one is adenovirus vector system. Adenovirus with the DNA genome is a good one for a vector system. It's a target non-dividing human cells. Example, common cold adenovirus. And third one is adeno-associated virus vector. It is a human virus that can be integrated into chromosome 19. It is a single standard non-pathogenic small DNA virus. Adenovirus associated host virus enter host cells, become double stranded and gets integrated into the chromosomes. Herpes simplex virus vectors, virus which have naturally tendency to infect a particular types of cell. They infect and persist in a nervous cell. A non-viral vector system, pure DNA constructs, direct introduction of pure DNA construct into a target tissue, efficiency of DNA uptake by the cells and expression rather low. Consequently, large quantities of DNA have to be injected periodically. Second one is lipoflexes, lipid DNA complexes, DNA constructs surrounded by artificial lipid layer. Most of it get degraded by lysosome. And third one is DNA molecular conjugates, commonly used synthetic conjugates in poly L lysine bounded to specific target cell receptors. Therapeutic DNA is then made to combine with the conjugate to form a complex. It's avoid lysosomal breakdown of DNA. Human artificial chromosome can carry a large DNA, that is with one or more therapeutic genes with regulatory elements. And what are the methods we have to use for gene delivery system? First one is physical method, and physical method first is gene gun. Employ a high pressure delivery system to shoot tissue with gold or tungsten particles that are coated with DNA. And second one is microinjection. It's a process of using glass micropipette to insert microscopic substance into a single living cells, normally performed under a specialized optical microscope setup called micromanipulator. Second one is chemical method, using detergent mixtures. Certain charged chemical compound like calcium phosphates are mixed with functional cDNA of desired functions. The mixture is introduced near the vicinity of recipient cell. The chemical disturb the cell membrane, widen the pore size or allow cDNA to pass through the cell. Liposuction, it is a technique used to inject genetic material into a cell by means of liposome. Liposome are artificial phospholipid vesicles used to deliver a variety of molecules including DNA into the cell. And other types of gene therapy, gene augmentation therapy, most common form of gene therapy. It's a foreign gene replace missing or defective genes. Example, replacement of defective p53 genes by a normal one in liver cancer. Second one is gene incubation therapy, done to block the overproduction of some proteins. Here two types, antigen and antisense therapy. Antigen blocks the transcription using antigen oligonucleotides. Antisense block the translation using antisense oligonucleotides. What are the advantages? Are first one is gene therapy has the potential to eliminate and prevent hereditary disease such as cystic fibers, ADA, severe combined immunodeficiency, etc. It is a possible cure for heart disease, AIDS, and cancer. It gives some born with the genetic disease a chance to life. It can be used to eradicate disease from the future generation. And disadvantages, long lasting therapy is not achieved by gene therapy due to rapid dividing of cells. Benefits of gene therapy is short lived immune response to the transferred gene, stimulate a potential risk to gene therapy. Viruses used as a vector for gene transfer may cause toxicity, immune response, and inflammatory reactions in the host. Disorders caused by the defects in multiple genes cannot be treated effectively using gene therapy. And what are the recent developments? In a new gene therapy method developed by University of Florida in Jan 2012, researchers found to treat a common form of blindness that strict both youngsters and adults. A gene therapy called NLXP101 dramatically reduced movement impairment in Parkinson's patients, according to results of a phase 2 study published on March 2011 in the journal Lancet Neurology. Thank you.